Here on this job, we're going to do a 5,600 square foot foundation for this house. This is the process of doing it. We have expansive and shrinking soil. So the first thing you do is you got to dig it out. You got to dig out 2.5 foot in our area to combat this swelling and shrinkage of soil. Here you can see we got it dug out. Unfortunately, we got rain. If you look up here, we're stockpiling our select fill to go back in. This is an expensive process for a foundation. Homeowners do not like to pay it. There's 60 tandem loads had to be hauled off site, and there's 60 tandem loads that had to be brought back in to replace it. You move dirt out to replace it with dirt. Most homeowners don't get it. But if the earth is moving under your concrete, how can you guarantee your concrete's not going to crack up? Now this is called proof rolling. You load your dump truck up, you run it back and forth. If you'll look, there's a guy in the blue right there, blue shirt, blue jeans. He's from the laboratory. What he's looking to make sure that truck ain't getting sunk in, ain't getting stuck up. Over where the truck is right now was a questionable area. See us all looking at it. That's why he had the truck come back in and run over that area and make sure it wasn't pumping. So after you do all that and you get that okay, now we can start putting dirt in. So let's take a look at what screws up a foundation the most. Expansive clay, the soil not being compacted right, or the soil shrinking up under your slab. And you can control the quality of your workmanship to ensure that you get a good foundation. I see a lot of people posting pictures on social media of concrete just having all kinds of problems. They go, it's only been a year. Why is it doing this? What you're saying is, I've gone through a full cycle with my concrete and it's failing miserable. Why? And the chances are probably not your fault. It's who you did it for and how they did it. Here's to get pictures of the guilty culprit. This is expanding clay and shrinkage clay. And if it's moving up under your foundation, it will crack. It will cause you problems. So how do you do that? One, remove the bad dirt, replace it with good dirt, and then you compact it. Put it in 8-inch lifts and compact. That's what you're seeing going here. As you can see, we're using a skid steer with a roller. It's how you do it. I have bigger rollers we could use, but this works very well for these type jobs. Here you can see in the first lift, if you look back over, you can definitely tell there's a difference in the dirt we're putting in to the dirt that remains on the property. So what we do is have the lab come out, they do a proctor test, they take a sample of what we're doing, and they go back. After the proctor test come by, they send us a report with the optimum moisture compaction. In other words, where we should be in moisture content to get the optimum compaction for what we got. The proctor test tells them that we're working with the right stuff and what moisture we need to get the results they're looking for. No problem, real simple. If a homeowner don't want to pay for it, put in your contract that you cannot cover it if they don't pay for it. You ain't got to tell them it's in the contract. If they don't read the fine print, that's on them. Now here's the soil report for the state of Texas. Where the star is where I'm at. You can see our soil is very expansive and shrinkage. So this is really important to us. Your state has a chart like this too. Recommend looking it up and seeing what they require. On a side note, I'm going to show you this laser we have on the dozer. Got a guy that came from the demo equipment world, knows how to run equipment, knows how to fix equipment, just he ain't never cut grade. So now he's learning to cut grade. This is Ken's first time cutting grade, and as you can see, he's done a good job so far. Laser right there helps out that you just looked at. Also, what you're looking at is Ken's done started the new lift. Here you can see the lift right here in front. This has already been tested. Lab came out. We passed. We're ready to go to the next level. The lab will come out here 4 times on this foundation. A lot of people don't want to pay for that. Well, we got one more lift to go, and then she'll be done. Here Ken is doing it. Right there, starting to look good. If you notice some tire tracks from the dump truck, that's 58,000 pounds fully loaded right there pulling in. You can see how well it holds up. Oh, you can see the final lift is in. We're doing the final compaction to it. Got it all roughed up, looking good. Now this video wasn't about how to dig a hole. It was more about the soil and why you're doing it. Didn't mean to villainize anybody. It was more to cover if you're out here doing work and you're laying concrete, understand what you're warranting and what's up under the ground. A lot of guys have paid some money that wasn't necessarily their fault. all. Now, there's no substitute. Shoddy labor, and there's plenty of it in our industry. But it don't hurt to understand what's got you putting your concrete on. A lot of people think taking a plate tamp, going over it a few times, and that's good enough. And in some areas of the country, that is. Other places, that don't work, but on social media, you'll hear people, if you didn't do it this way, it ain't right. And they are correct. If I was in their location and I didn't do it that way, I probably didn't do it right. But if they were in my location, would they do it their way and it be right? Well, folks, we'd like for everybody to hit the like and subscribe button, and we really do appreciate you watching. Thank you.